My darting friends, how are we today? Hopefully we're doing all good, fine and dandy, and as they say in darts terms, are we hitting the bullseye? Hopefully we are. Anyway, hello, I'm here to talk to you about the next upcoming PDC event on TV. Of course, we will have the Unibet Masters. We've just had the Snooker Masters. Now we're moving on to the Darts Masters, which is the top 16 players in the world in the PDC. And they'll be playing over 3 days of intense competition. Can Michael van Gerwen retain his Masters title? Can Rob Crosse come and bounce back and take another major title? He's took the Worlds at New Year's Day, but can he pick up another title? Who knows? Or will somebody come out the pack and burst out the pack like Mensur Suljovic or even Gary Anderson? Will he get back on the winning trail again? We'll find out. I'm here to talk about the build-up to that. It starts on Friday night, with 4 first-round games, and Saturday night will be the same. That's going to be played over another 4 first-round games, and then on the Sunday you'll have the quarterfinals in the afternoon and the semi-finals and finals on Sunday evening. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. The first game on Friday evening is going to be Mr. Dave Chizzy Chisnell. He takes on Raymond van Barneveld. Chizzy's my favourite player, so it's going to be, a bit torn here because I like Barney as well, but Chizzy is my favourite player. I just love the way he throws. I love his. I love how action-packed Dave's matches are, and if he gets his scoring game going, how good he is. But what I want to say is my result for Dave Chisnell against Raymond van Barneveld. I want to say Chiz, but I'm going to go for Barney. 10-8, I think. But it'll be very, very. I think it'll be a close game, and I think it will be a high-scoring game. It will come down to, I believe, Chisnell's finishing. So we'll see. 10-8 for Barney, though. I'm going to go for. Then we go on to game number 2, which will be Mensur Suljovic against Bully Boy Michael Smith. Now Mensur has been on a bit of a dip. He's been on a bit of a dip lately. Since he's won the Champions League of Darts back in September on the BBC, he's really done anything since. Michael Smith, he's was very, very unfortunate not to beat Rob Crosse in, I believe it was round 2 in the Worlds, and should have done. He should have beat Rob Crosse. He's averaging solidly 98 to 102 every time Michael's going out there. Obviously, both these guys have got the Premier League to contend with this year. My prediction for this one is Michael Smith. I think he's going to have too much scoring power for Mensur. I'm going to say 10-7 to Michael Smith. And as we go into the third game, the world champion Rob Crosse takes on Ian Wright. Now, apparently the head-to-heads in this, it's 3 each, surprisingly. You'd think that 3 each, but you've got to say Rob, and I've seen Chris Mason's prediction already. He's said it'll probably be something like 10-5. I'm going to say something like 10-8, because it'll be interesting to see. I'm going to say Rob Crosse will win this 10-8. It'll be interesting to see how he reacts to being world champion, and we're not taking anything out of him, but he should have enough to get past Ian Wright. And the final game of the first night is Peter Wright against Alan Chuck Norris. Now, Peter's lost a lot of weight lately. Obviously, he was very ill before the Worlds. I'm going to give Alan Norris a squeak in this. I think if Alan can keep his action fluid, because he's the only guy that I've noticed does throw with a pattern. If you watch Alan's throw, it's very it's like a 1-2-3 motion. It's like a 1, 2, and 3, and then go. He's a very heavy scorer when he gets going. But this could come down to the finishing. I'm going to go Peter Wright to win this. 10-7, I'm going to say. But would it surprise me if Alan won? Absolutely not. Then we move on to Saturday evening's first round matches. And the first one on Saturday evening is Simon Whitlock against James Wade. This is a big year for James Wade. James for the last 12 to 18 months hasn't really been at the races for a lot of tournaments and a lot of events. So this is a big year for him. Simon has just got back in the Premier League, whether you believe with that introduction back into it or not. It's open to opinion, but he is. And do you know what? I'm going to give Wadey this. I'm going to give Wadey to go through 10 legs to 7. I just think Wadey, he's got a point to prove this year, and I think that he will, and the machine like James Wade will get a win 10-7 over the Wizard, Simon Whitlock. Then we move on to the second game of Saturday evening, which is Darren Gurney, who has had an amazing year this past year, against Gerwen Price, who himself has had a cracking year on the tour as well. I'm going to say Darren Gurney 10-9. This could go all the way, this one. It's going to get down to finishing. I think this one will be more about finishing than scoring, I think. But 10-9 for Darren Gurney is my opinion. Gary Anderson against Benito van der Pas. 10-3. There you go. that's my straight answer for that one. 10-3 to Gary. Benito just hasn't been at it this last year. He's kind of, I think he's peaked a little bit. I think he's reached his level. Still top 16, but having Gary Anderson, I just don't. I don't see him really even troubling Gary. I'm going to say 10-3 for that. And so sorry, Benito. And in the final game of the first round, Michael van Gerwen will play Kim Huybrechts. Now everyone's dismissing Kim because it's sort of like the last 12 months to 18 months that he's had, But you've got to remember that Kim is going to be one of these players that he's not only afraid of Michael. He's beat Michael on a big stage, and when Michael's been dominating things. So everyone, I've heard people say 10-2, 10-3. I do see Michael getting through this, but I don't think it'll be as. I'm going to say something as far as 10-8, because I know Kim. If Kim's on it, Kim will really, really push Michael, and I know that he can push Michael and he can beat Michael, because he's done it on the major stage. So I'm going to go 10-8 for Michael van Gerwen on that one against Kim Huybrechts. So they are my predictions for the first round of the Unibet Masters. On Friday it starts at 7 p.m. and Saturday session is 7 p.m. as well. Enjoy the darts. Give me your predictions down below and any questions you may have about, and let's get a good conversation going. Let me know what your prediction for the Unibet Masters is. I'm not going to make a prediction as to who I think is going to win this. I'm just going to enjoy it, and then we'll go through Friday. We'll go through Saturday night when the quarterfinals are set up, and the semis and final. I'll give you my predictions for those as well. Enjoy the Unibet Masters this week, this coming weekend. They are doing the PDC end of year awards tonight in London, so that will be decided who gets Player of the Year. To me, there's no question. To me, that's got to be given to Rob Crosse. Rob Crosse has just been, I think, a breath of fresh air to darts. And also, I want to wish everyone congratulations who has qualified for Q School from Q School this year. Unlucky to the ones that didn't make it. You gave it a shot. You'll get another chance, I'm sure. But a couple of names I just want to pick out from the Order of Merit there of Q School. Obviously, Danny Noppert finally got his tour card. He left the BDO back after Lakeside, and he's got his tour card, as has young American Dawson Michelle, which I'm so proud of. He got that on the last day last night, so I'm pleased to see him on the PDC Tour, and a return for Ross Smith, the only guy in the last 5 years to hit a 9-darter on the European Tour. He's back as well. I would like to just give a quick commiserations to Krzysztof Witajski, missing out on a tour card by a solitary point. I feel so sorry for Krzysztof, really, by a solitary point. So, unlucky to them. There's still European Tour events he can enter, and I'm sure that he's not there this year, but I'm certain in the next year or so we will see Krzysztof on the PDC circuit full time. As I said, that is it for this video. Give me your predictions and your opinions on who's going to win the matches, the first round matches, and even who you think is going to win the Masters. Will it be Michael again? Will it be Rob? Or will it be somebody else no one's even thinking about? Who knows? Let me know. That's the video. I will see you for the quarterfinal and finals day predictions on Saturday night, Sunday morning. And, I will see you then, guys. Take care, and I'll see you soon.